What's up guys, it's Chris here, and today I'm talking to you guys about 5 tips to help you guys up your glide cam game. Alright, using a glide cam or even a knockoff glide cam is inherently a hard thing to do. They are super difficult to balance, they're really difficult to use, but when you finally get them right, they are perfect. But here are 5 tips that can help you guys out immensely with this. First of which being the ninja walk. Most people, you've probably heard about this. The ninja walk is where you just bend your knees and you just go. You're using your knees to stabilize you as you walk throughout the scene. The goal here is to try to prevent that so you're being completely straight, and with that, by keeping your back straight and keeping your shoulders square, you can have some pretty stabilized footage just out of the glide cam without having to do any post-processing at all. Tip number 2 is walk slow. And I do mean that literally, like just walk slow. Whenever you think you're walking slow enough, half that, and you're still not walking slow enough. If you look like, say, Devin Graham, you see him running throughout his parkour videos, try to keep up with him with the glide cams. He's been doing this for years. Like, he has years of this under his belt doing this exact thing with parkour. Tip number 3 is actually the way you grip your glide cam itself. Most people I've seen grip it from the side like this, and that is good. That helps you hold on to your grip and everything, but you're holding it and all the tension is on your wrist right here, just on your wrist and not on any of your forearm at all. But one thing you can do is you can hold it from the front. Hold it off to the side ever so slightly, and it really does transfer most of the weight and most of the actual tension and stuff from your wrist onto your arm itself. So that isn't going to help you completely. If you have like a 13-pound glide cam system, it's still going to wear you out a little bit more. But it is something that helps you out a lot when it comes down to this. Tip number 4 is use a wide lens. I've seen so many people, when they actually start trying to use a glide cam, they throw their 50mm lens on there, they throw their 80mm lens on there, and it just doesn't work. Honestly, when it comes down to it, the wider the lens, the better with this. A glide cam is really just something that tries to balance out the movements of your hand when it comes down to moving the camera. At the end of the day, it's still just a stabilizer. It's just using balance and everything, and a lens that is that long is going to just amplify any like the small little jitters that it has while you're running it. And if you do have a little bit of shake, you can always just throw warp stabilizer on it, and it'll help immensely with that one. You have to be careful whenever you're using that, just to make sure it doesn't look jank, but it is something that can really help out a lot. And the final tip, tip number 5, the one that nobody likes to hear, is practice. At the end of the day, glide camming is a skill. It is something that's really difficult to do that not many people actually have the patience for. Gimbals have, for the most part, replaced glide cams in the sense of easy stabilization, but they give completely different looks to it. In my opinion, glide cams look more natural. They have a more fluid, natural feel to them, whereas gimbals have a much more robotic and servo-filled motor-like movements, and I just personally don't like them. They are very useful, they are great pieces of machinery, but for what I do, I prefer a glide cam. But at the end of the day, practice is king when it comes down to anything. You can try to upgrade your gear as much as you can. You can try every other type of hack that you can to try to make your glide cam better, but nothing is going to top actual practice. The goal here is try to get it as close to perfect as possible, so anything that is not perfect, you can always fix in post. I hate saying that, but that's honestly the truth. Whatever is not perfect at the end of the shoot, you have to fix in post. And that's a fact of life. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Click the subscribe button if you want to see more of this stuff. If you want to help me out in other ways, my social media, my Patreon are down in the description down below. With that being said, I love you all, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out, guys.